right, so East Gwillimbury a year ago, 25 total sales across all home types. So that is condos, semis, towns, links, detached, absolutely everything. The number is in stark contrast to what we're seeing now, but bear in mind that that was really the second month or into the third month of the COVID market that we were seeing at the time. So not shocking to see that number. How I've broken it out for April 21 and May 21 is a little bit different. Is the N is the new sales, and that is the new listings. That is the new listings that are coming on the market. The sales are the sales that happen during the month, represented by the S, and the A stands for active listings. And active listings are essentially what doesn't sell, but they're the listing inventory that carries over into the next month. So new sales, or sorry, I keep going there. New listings came on the market in East Gwillimbury across all home types was 137. The sales for the month was 118. The active listings carrying over into June, or sorry, into May was 87. New listings in May was 116. And now I just want to point out, we are seeing this. So I don't know if you've watched my other videos, and if you should have, if you haven't, but if you remember my video where we're talking about from March to April, there was a reduction in the amount of listings coming on the market. Now we're seeing that again. So here's now the second month in a row that we're actually seeing the listing inventory as far as coming on the market go down, right? Sales for the month were 80, so pretty stark contrast there, and active listings staying about the same. So the carryover inventory is staying fairly consistent. A year ago in East Gwillimbury, the average sale price across all home types was $860,000. That rose in April 21 to $1,253,000, currently trending at $1,290,000. Sales to new listings ratio tells us out of the homes coming on the market, what is the percentage that are actually selling. So again, when we were heading into that COVID market, 39.7% of the homes that came on the market sold. In April 21, 86.1% of the homes coming on the market sold. Now, again, not shocked to see that, because again, I'm going to go back up to what I had previously said. If you watched my video last month where I talked about from March to April, there was a reduction in the amount of listings coming on the market, and that kept the market fairly hot, because the buying trend was still very, very hot, right? And so currently 86.1 was where we were at. Now we're sitting at 69%. So that tells us that not only have these numbers shifted, but that tells us that the buying has slowed a little bit, right? So this is great news for you buyers. Months of inventory, also an amazing gauge of the market, tells us that at the current rate of buying, if no other homes came on the market after today, how long would it take to completely deplete the inventory? So a year ago, 4.7, 0.7 back in April, currently trending at 1 month of inventory. So again, this is what I'm seeing in some other markets right now too, where we're actually seeing that inventory level starting to lift. Even though the number of listings coming out are going down, we're seeing that amount of inventory lift. So buyers, this is great news for you. If you've been struggling, if you're hitting what we call buyer fatigue, where you're just getting a little tired. Maybe you've offered on 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 houses. You're getting a little tired of the process. If the market continues like this with these sort of numbers, this is really good news for you, because it's showing us that the market is beginning to slow down. Now, we have seen this back in like my February, I think it was February, early March video, where we were seeing, we were getting some more months of inventory. It didn't stick, so I'd say we'd like to see this for 60 days to really make a proper assessment. But this overall trend of inventory levels climbing, this is good for you. Sale price to list price ratio a year ago, 97.7%. 104%, 104.5 in April, and currently 104.7% of asking. Days on market to get a home sold a year ago, 28, 17 in April, and currently trending at 16. So I sort of chatted about what was happening for buyers right now. I think this is a great time for you. For sellers, definitely still a very busy, active market. We know from surveys conducted that homes with high definition professional photos and staging sell faster and for more money. So, what you want to be is you want to be like that gold piece at the bottom of the creek. You want to be that diamond in the rough. You want to make sure you're sticking out from all the rest. Especially as we're seeing inventory levels climb, you want to make sure that that people are noticing your home, and the nicest houses always sell first. So, certainly marketing matters, and getting your home prepped well to showcase it in its best light would be my advice. So any questions at all about the East Gwillimbury stats, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. You can shoot me a DM, and I'll see you next month.